So hi and welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just we are waiting 1 or 2 minutes for joining all of those other participants. Then we will start. Okay, so now we will start for our today's session. So hi and welcome everyone for joining the total 7 days online training program on Google Earth Engine for GIS and remote sensing analysis. So basically, in this online training program, I focus only for the beginners who don't have any knowledge about the programming language or who don't have any knowledge about the programming. So I hope after completing the total 7 days online training program, then you are able to do any types of remote sensing analysis using this Google Earth Engine. Okay, so let's go. So first of all, I will try to discuss about our full 7 days course module. Okay, so after completing the total 7 days, what you will learn from me. So all of those details I will try to discuss. Okay, so let's go. So, okay, so now can you see my screen? Is it visible? Okay, so now can you see my screen? Okay, so kindly respond. Can you see my screen or not? Or if you have any problem, then you can also chat box. You can also message in here. There is no problem. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so first of all, I will try to discuss about our full 7 days online training program. After completing that, what you will learn from me, all of this detail I will try to discuss. So first of all, if you have no knowledge about the coding or if you have no knowledge about that programming or Google Earth Engine, don't worry about that. So in this online training program, you learned all of those things from beginners to advanced level. Okay, so in this online training program, mainly we focus the beginners who don't have any knowledge about the coding or Earth Engine function. And first of all, here you can see the all of this course content. So basically, first of all, I try to discuss about the Google Earth Engine introduction, mainly how it will be work and how we can easily use the Google Earth Engine. This type of talk I talk in the first step. Then we talk about the JavaScript programming language from A to Z. Okay, so as a beginners who don't have any knowledge about the JavaScript programming, don't worry about that. So I try to complete all of those things which you need to run the Google Earth Engine for remote sensing analysis. All of those things for the JavaScript programming language I will try to cover in this session. And then we talk about the Google Earth Engine server language. Okay, so what is the server, what is the client, I discuss later. So I try to complete all of those server language and how you can easily use the different types of server language and then make the different types of remote sensing analysis using Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, and we try to discuss about the filtering this and displaying the raster and vector data, how we can easily filtering the different types of raster data set. It can be different types of satellite images, Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or any other types of satellite images, how we can easily filtering and displaying, as well as also some vector data set, how we can easily filtering and displaying. Then how to importing the raster and vector data in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, suppose you can easily download the raster image, or you can easily download the vector, any vector data. So now you want to use this type of raster and vector data in Google Earth Engine platform. So we can easily importing the raster and vector data in Google Earth Engine platform and work with that. Okay. We also talk about the calculating with images, mainly raster calculation, how we can easily use the different types of calculation and calculating the different types of indices such as NDVI, NDWI, EVI, or other any types of indices, how we can easily calculate it using the Google Earth Engine platform. I talked about that. And we also talk about the introduction to the image classification. Okay, so there's a lot of way for the image classification or segmentation. So all of details I try to discuss in here, and how we can easily use the land use land cover classification map using the machine learning. Okay, such as random forest or classification region trees or support vector machine. So this type of machine learning method, how we can easily implement and then make the different types of land use land cover classification map. As well as also you can see crop land classification using the machine learning, how we can easily classify the different types of crop. I also try to complete in here, and exporting raster and vector data. So basically, when I want to do the analysis in Google Earth Engine platform, I just export the raster or vector data. Okay, as a raster data for a image. Suppose I can make the land use land cover classification map in Google Earth Engine platform. I just simply export this land use land cover classification map, or I make a NDVI map. Just I simply export this map as a raster format. And further, I have to make the analysis, or I need to make the map for my research paper map or my presentation map. I have to use the ARC map. Okay, I have to use the ARC map. So in this time, I also try to cover the ARC map software also, mainly ARC map, how we can easily use and then make the different types of map. Okay, so basically, we can collect the raster image, different types of raster image. It can be land use land cover, it can be NDVI, it can be NDWI, or any other types of raster image. Then how I can use the ArcMap software and then make this type of map. You can see I also show you some random example, then also better. So I simply open my folder. Suppose you can see this is the map, but this map we created in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, then just export the tip images as a raster format. Okay, and then further creating the map, legend or title, not line scale, all of those things we use the ArcMap software. Okay, also you can see, so any kinds of map we can simply export. It can be land use land cover map, it can be NDVI map, or any types of map we can simply export as a raster format. And then further, when you want to make the map, we have used the ArcMap software. Okay, and how we can easily use the ArcMap software, I also try to complete this part in here. Then I hope you can see this is another map. Okay, so basically this type of map data we collect from the Google Earth Engine platform and download the data as a raster format. Okay, and further creating this type of map, use the ArcMap software. Okay, and how we can easily do that, I also show you the process in this online training program. So I hope you can easily download the any types of raster image, and you can easily make the any types of map using the ArcMap software. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so after that we also talk about that how to make the time series chart. Okay, okay, just a minute, I think someone also try to join. Just a Okay. So after that, we talk about the how to make time series chart for NDVI, NDWI, or other types of indices in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, and we also talk about the spectral indices and develop the skill for calculating any index such as NDVI, NDWI, NDSI, MNDWI, MASAVI. So these are the different types of indices. Index we can easily use the different types of information. For the different types of information, you can easily use from the different types of index. Okay, and how to remove the cloud. Okay, so basically when you want to work with the rainy season or wet season, then we can find out the lot of cloud in Google Earth Engine platform. We are easily use the cloud max function, and we can easily remove this type of cloud. Okay, and we also talk about the how to monitor the surface water, mainly different season, rainy season or dry season. Okay, and we also talk about the digital elevation model data or DEM data, and from the DEM data how we can easily make the hill shape map, slope map, and aspect map, and how to make the NDVI chart over a period of time for any land, except the agricultural land, but we can easily choose any specific agricultural land or any other types of feature, and what is the condition for the NDVI for the different time period, we can easily show the result. And air quality monitoring, mainly this time ozone, methane, formaldehyde, aerosol, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So this type of gases concentration map, how we can easily create it. And then how to download the air quality parameters, time series data in Excel file or CSV file format, how we can easily download. Okay, and after that, when you want to make the land use land cover classification map, you have to need to the check about the accuracy assessment. Okay, so in this time we also talk about that how we can easily calculate the overall accuracy from any types of land use land cover classification map, using the kappa, and as well as how we can easily make the producer accuracy, consumer accuracy. So this type of accuracy, how we can easily access or assessment. Okay, we talk about that. And we also talk about the monitoring the land surface temperature using the Landsat as well as MODIS. How you can easily get the land surface temperature monitoring using the Landsat and MODIS, as well as also make the time series chart of land LST or land surface temperature. Then how to calculate the average, maximum, minimum pixel values. Suppose you want to make the NDVI map. So now you want to find out what is the average NDVI for this region. You want to find out what is the maximum NDVI value for this region. You want to identify what is the minimum NDVI pixel value for this region. So this type of calculation, how we can easily do using that, we also try to discuss about that. And after making the land use land cover classification map, how we can easily classify the area, calculate the classified area, how much build up area, how much vegetation, how much barren land, this type of feature, how we can easily calculate it. Okay, as well as how to make the single class map. Suppose you want to make the work for the urbanization or urban development, then you need only for the urban map for the different time period. So this type of single class map, how we can easily create it, we also try to discuss about that. And how to add the legend title on your map in Google Earth Engine platform. So this type of analysis, I try to complete it in the total 7 days. So I hope you enjoy all of those classes. And in this online training program, basically it's the total 3 hours. Okay, so mainly our 2 hours is the live training and 1 hours for the problem solving. So for the today's class, I also give you some assignment based on the today's class. Then you try to complete this type of assignment or homework. And when you face any problem, then we try to discuss about the 1 hour's problem solving class. Okay, 2 hours is the live training, 1 hours for the problem solving. Okay. So after that, after submitting all of those assignments, you can get the e-certificate, as well as you can also get the materials, all of those slide, PDF, and also get all of those practice code, and also get the recorded classes. Okay, suppose you miss any class, then you can easily cover from the recorded video class. and you can get the lifetime teaching support. So basically it means that Google Earth Engine, it's a vast. There's a lot of code. There's a lot of things. So actually, within 7 days, is not completed the properly. Okay. So after that, when you want to work with the Google Earth Engine platform, you face a lot of problem. Okay. So this type of problem when you face, then you can easily get the solution from me. Okay. There is no problem. That's why we are also take this benefit in here. So lifetime teaching support. Sometime you can make the very silly mistake, then we can easily find out the problem and send you the solution. Okay. So that's why you can get the lifetime teaching support when you face any problem regarding any issue about the coding or remote sensing. You did not understand about that, how this code will be work. Okay. Then I also guide you. There is no problem. Okay. So these are full course content about the total 7 days online training program. And today is our first day. Okay. So just I simply open my slide. So basically today is the first day. So mainly today I will try to discuss about the introduction to Google Earth Engine, then learn the basic principles of JavaScript syntax. So as the beginners who don't have any knowledge about the JavaScript programming or who don't have any knowledge about the programming, then you can easily cover this part from here. There is no problem. And we also talk about the client and server object. Okay. So it's very important for the client and server object, because Google Earth Engine is a totally server-based platform. Okay. And then we talk about the how to get the server to execute your code. Okay. As well as importing raster and vector data. How we can easily importing the raster and vector data from the local storage as well as Google Earth Engine data set. And how to filtering the attribute table after importing the shapefile, how we can easily filtering the attribute table. I also talk about that. And how to use the different types of band combination, and how to import, filter, reduce, delete, and display the data in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so let's go. First of all, introduction to the Google Earth Engine. So in this time we talk about the what is the Google Earth Engine, and what is the application of Google Earth Engine, and how does the work, and what is the advantage of using the Google Earth Engine, and how we can start this tool. So what is GEE? So Google Earth Engine, the short form is the GEE, and Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform for geospatial analysis. Okay, so it is a cloud-based platform. That's why when you run the Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of software such as ArcMap or QGIS or ENVI. So you don't need to download any types of software because it is a totally cloud-based platform. As well as in this platform, we can easily access the 40 years of satellite imagery. Different types of satellite imagery we can easily access in Google Earth Engine platform. So Google Earth Engine platform is a cloud-based platform. That's why when you are also use the Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of satellite imagery. Okay. Suppose when you want to work with the ArcMap software or QGIS software or other types of geospatial software, then you have to download the satellite images. Suppose Earth Explorer or Sentinel-2 satellite imagery, Copernicus, you need to download from the different sources. But in this time, when you are using the Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of satellite imagery. We can easily access all of the satellite imagery in Google Earth Engine data catalog. As well as you can easily upload your own data set in Google Earth Engine platform also. You can easily upload your own data set. And then you can easily apply the different types of common algorithm in your data. And finally, you can easily export the image, table, chart, map. Okay. Suppose you want to make the land use land cover classification map. You can simply export as a TIFF format. You can easily make the time series chart. You can easily download any types of satellite imagery or any types of raster image. You can easily download from the Google Earth Engine platform. So this is the Google Earth Engine platform. It is a totally cloud-based platform. And in this platform, when you are used, then you have to download any types of satellite imagery because we can easily access all of the satellite imagery in Google Earth Engine data catalog. And we can easily upload our own data set in this Google Earth Engine public data catalog. We can easily apply the different types of algorithm And finally, we can easily export the image, table, chart, or map output from the Google Earth Engine. So it's a Google Earth Engine platform. And application, there are a lot of application. Any types of remote sensing analysis we can easily do using this platform. Any types of remote sensing application. Just we have to know about the algorithm. What is the algorithm about this Google remote sensing analysis? When you want to know about the algorithm, then you can easily do any types of remote sensing analysis using this platform. Such as you can see detecting the deforestation, you can easily do for the detecting the deforestation, classifying the land use and land cover mapping, estimating forest biomass and carbon, mapping the world's roadless areas, assessment of plant health status, air quality monitoring, water quality monitoring using remote sensing technique, flood mapping and damage assessment, drought monitoring, burn severity mapping, and so on. We can easily do using the Google Earth Engine platform, or land surface temperature monitoring. Okay, so here I mentioned some application, but any types of remote sensing work we can easily do using the Google Earth Engine platform very quickly and efficiently than other software. And Google Earth Engine mainly focused on the society's biggest challenges such as deforestation, drought, then climate change, then disaster, then diseases, then global food security, sustainability. Okay, mainly focus. And why this is important? Okay, so in this time when you want to do for the big geospatial data analysis, then you must come in Google Earth Engine platform. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Suppose you want to make the land use land cover classification map for the full boundary of India. So when you want to traditional way, when you follow, first of all, you need to download the satellite images. Okay, tiles by tiles, you need to download the satellite images. And then lot of process you need to apply when you want to work with the ArcMap software or QGIS software or other traditional software. Then you have to need lot of process you need to. But in this time, when you are using the Google Earth Engine platform, just you can write your code. Then you can easily get this land use land cover classification map without downloading any types of satellite imagery. Just we can get the very better accuracy land use land cover classification map. So in this time, it reduces your time to the analysis. We can easily access petabytes of data or more on the way. And Google Earth Engine platform has some new feature. This feature will help you to remove the cloud and haze from your satellite images. So that's why you can get the very clear satellite images in Google Earth Engine platform. And it's a platform where you can do for the global data analysis. And what is the pros and cons of using the Google Earth Engine platform? So mainly it's a lot of pros, but some cons is also available. So first of all, when you are using the Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of satellite imagery. And we can easily access to petabytes of data or more on the way. And Google computing power is very fast. Okay, it's very fast analysis. You can get a lot of data set very quickly. It analyzes, and we can easily get the result. But it has also some cons is that you need to know some programming knowledge. Okay, so when you want to work with the Google Earth Engine platform, you have to know some programming knowledge. So first of all, in this online training program, I will teach you all of those programming knowledge which you want to need to run the Google Earth Engine platform. So don't worry about that. And it's mainly depend on your internet connection. Okay, so when you are using the Google Earth Engine platform, you must connect with your internet connection. Otherwise, it not work because it is a totally cloud-based platform. Okay, and then it mainly primary focus on raster-based imagery. Okay, it mainly primary focused on raster-based imagery. So you can simply also it work for the vector, and it has lack of mature and detailed documentation. But in this online training program, I will try to provide you all of those detailed documentation, all of those slides, all of those PDF. So that's why you can easily learn the Google Earth Engine platform. Okay. And how does the work? Okay, so mainly Google Earth Engine is a totally cloud-based platform. Okay, so it's a cloud-based platform That's why you don't need to download any types of software. You can simply need to registration. Then you can easily use their code editor. So in this code editor, you can just simply write the code. This code send a message to the Art Engine server. And every cloud-based platform has its own server. Suppose Facebook. When you upload the photo, this photo is stored in the Facebook server. As well as also YouTube. YouTube is another cloud-based platform. Suppose you want to play music on YouTube, it play from the YouTube server. Okay. In this time, Google Earth Engine has a own server. Okay. So basically this server, when you want to write the code, this code send a message to the Earth Engine server. And in a matter of second, this server send you response. So it is a totally cloud-based platform or cloud computing or web processing. And it is the main website about the artengine.google.org. And then accessibility is the online. So mainly when you want to work with the Google Earth Engine platform, you must be connect with your online connection. And requirement is that just you need to registration with your valid Google account. Okay. So I hope here all of you already complete this registration and also get the to get the code editor. Okay. So this is the requirement, just need to registration. And I already sent you a video about that, how we can easily make the registration and get the code editor. And computer system is the online. When you want to work with the Google Earth Engine platform, must be online. And image processing, it mainly focuses the image processing and visualization. It mainly work for the raster and vector data. Okay. So now how you can start this tool? You already covered this part. So in this time, I simply skip this part. Just simply click to the sign up and then sign in, use your Google account. I already, and then fill up the form carefully and then check your email. Then you can get the email look like this. Welcome to Earth Engine. So it means that you successfully registration with Google Earth Engine platform. Okay. So now you can easily use their code editor. Okay. So in this time here, you can say Earth Engine code editor, click on here, then it open a new link, code.arthengine.google.com. So basically this is the link about this code editor. So here you can simply go to this link after registration, then it will be appear this type of interface. So basically this is the Earth Engine code editor. In this code editor, we can just write only for the JavaScript programming. Okay, this code editor is not possible to write the Python. Okay, so in this code editor, we can just only write the JavaScript. Okay, so that's why I simply open the code editor first and then try to discuss. And anyone have any doubt or any question for any time, just you can simply ask me. There is no problem. Anytime you can ask. Okay, so just I simply open this code editor. Simply go to this link, code.arthengine.google.com. So now it open my code editor. Okay, so in this time, first time we need to choose our account. So in this time, I use this account. For that, I simply continue because I use this email for registration. Okay, so now it opened my code editor. So this code editor, it's called the JavaScript API code editor. Okay, so it can only write the JavaScript code. Okay, but Google Earth Engine is also supported by Python, also supported by R programming language. Okay, for that we have to create another type of environment. But in this online training program, I just focus the JavaScript programming. Okay, so that's why I use this code editor. And as a beginners who don't have any knowledge about the Google Earth Engine platform, this code editor is the best. Okay, then Python or R programming language, because it's very difficult as a beginners. Okay, so after completing all of those things from here, when you want to learn, then you can easily move to the Python API or R programming language API. Then you can easily understand all of those details for the Google Earth Engine platform. But as a beginners who don't have anything about the Google Earth Engine, then first of all, start from this code editor, because it's very easily and user friendly. We can easily get all of this information from here, and we don't need to memorize anything. When you are using this code editor, you don't need to memorize anything. Okay, we can easily access all of those functions, all of those things we can easily access from here. Okay, So let's go. So in this time I talk about this user interface of this code editor. So basically this code editor divided the total 4 panel. So it's called the left panel, escape, docs and asset, or it's called the right panel, and it's called the middle panel. Okay. So this time, first of all, you can see inspector tab. Okay, inspector tab, console tab, and task tab. So mainly inspector tab, it's mainly working for map querying result. Okay, so if map querying result, suppose in this time I just simply click on this map, then I can get about their specific longitude, latitude, zoom level, and scale about this position. In this time click on here, I can get the specific coordinate. Okay, so basically it's provide the longitude, latitude in the default time, but when I add a NDVI map, suppose I want to add a NDVI map, so now I want to find out where the NDVI value is the high. I need to find out. So I put the practical example, then it's a better. So I simply open a code. Suppose I can simply again, so just I simply open the code in here. And I teach you all of those things properly after that. So I put the randomly example for you understand better. Just click to the run. In this time, suppose I want to find out what is the NDVI value for this specific coordinate. Just I click on here. In this time, you can see in this time I can get the result look like that. Basically, this result is not a scale value, so that's why in this time it look like that. In this time, just you remember that in inspector tab provide you the map querying result for a specific coordinate. What is the condition for the raster value? In this time, when I click on here, then I can get another value. You can see. So basically, inspector tab is working for map querying result. Any map. Suppose you want to add the NDVI map, NWI map, or any types of map, you can easily add. And now you want to find out for what is the value for a specific coordinate. Then click on this map. It's showing this coordinate value as well as also provide the what is the value about that. Okay, it is the task about the inspector tab. Inspector tab is mainly working for map querying result. Okay, then console tab. Okay, console tab is mainly working for map output. Okay, so when you print anything, then we can get the result another console tab. Suppose I simply remove all of those things. You're not needing this time. Suppose I simply print. Suppose I print hello world. Hello. And click to the run, I can get the result under the console tab. Okay. So mainly console tab is working for printing any output. In this time I print this hello world. Suppose you want to print this number. Suppose I print this number. Click to the run, I can get this number also in here. Okay. So mainly console tab is print. When you are using the print function, this result printing under the console tab. Okay. Suppose I want to print a chart, bar column chart or time series chart. So this result I got under the console tab. So console tab is mainly working for printing your output. Okay. So after that, task tab. So task tab is mainly working for long running tasks. Mainly this task tab work when you want to export or import. Suppose I want to export a map, then this task tab will be working, and it also provide me about the progress about that work. Suppose in this time you can see soil loss class. I simply export the tip raster image after make the Rusli model. I just simply export this raster image about the where I can get the highest soil loss or lowest soil loss. So this type of analysis I will do. Here I need the 8 minute. Okay, I need the 8 minute. And it's successfully done. But you can see other types is that I also want to export the another thing is that this code has some problem. So that's why I can get the red alert sign. Red alert sign means that it has some problem. Your code is not correct. So that's why I can get the red alert sign. So basically this task tab is showing you result about your progress for importing or exporting file. Okay. As well as suppose I want to import a shape file, then it also working and show me the time, how much time need to successfully import or export this file. So task step is this type of result showing for the exporting or importing. Okay, so I also try to show you the practically after some time how you can easily export or import file. Then you can better understand. And then also you can see skip tab, docs tab, and asset tab. So mainly skip tab is managing your script which you saved. Okay, so here I already worked a lot of time. So here you can see there is a lot of script. Okay, and this script I saved in my script tab. So how you can easily save it? For saving the script, suppose I write this code print. Suppose this I write the code. So now this code, suppose this is my code. This code I want to save. How I can save it? Just click on here and save as, and you can put this file name. Suppose you can put any name and then OK. Then this code is saved. And where I find out the code, this code I can easily find out under the script tab. Okay, so any code. Suppose further future time when I need the code, I can simply find out, go to the script tab and find out the code and click on here. Then this code will be easily added in my code editor. Okay, so you can easily add the code editor, and from here we can easily get the result, or we can also modify. So skip tab is managing your script which you set. Okay? You can easily find out all of those script which you set for the future. Suppose future time I need the script, or I need to modify this script, so I can easily save it and get the script in the under the script tab. Okay, then docs tab. Mainly docs tab is managing your all of those documentation. Okay, so mainly this docs tab provide you all of those server function. Okay, yeah, this docs tab provide you all of the server function. Google Earth Engine is a server programming. Docs tab provide you all of those server function. So here you can see there is a lot of function is available for the server. Suppose you can see this is a function, and when I click on here, then I can get about the function. Why I use the function? Basically, this function provide you the guideline. Mainly this function we are used for construct a new date object. So when you want to create any new date object, then you have to use the function. Okay, so docs tab provide you the documentation as well as also provide you the guideline how you can easily use this function. So that's why it very easily you can use as a beginners. You can simply click on here and read about this function and what is the outcome from this function. You can easily understand about that, and what is the argument about this function you can easily get from here. So then you can easily write the code. Okay, so docs tab is your friend. When you face any problem, then go to the docs tab and get the help from here. So it provides you all of those guidelines about all of those server function. And then asset tab. So mainly asset tab is managing your asset which you uploaded. Okay, suppose here I uploaded the different types of shape file, different types of Excel file or CSV file. It saved under the asset tab. Okay, and how we can easily import the different types of file, I show you the later. So in this time, just remember that asset tab is managing your asset which you uploaded. Okay, and we can easily upload it 250 gigabyte or 250 GB freely in this time as a but when you want to need for the more space, then you need to buy from the Google Earth. But freely we are using for 250 gigabyte. And asset tab mainly it manages your asset which you uploaded. So how you can easily upload it, I also show you later about that. Then also you can see the get link button. Okay, so in this time this is the code. This code I want to share with other person. Then how I can share it? Just simply click the get link button. It generate a link. Okay, it generate a link. So this link I simply copy from here. Click on here, it will be copy. And then I send this link. Then this person also access this code. Okay, so mainly when you want to face any problem regarding any code, just simply click on the get link button and then simply click to copy link and send me. Then I can easily find out the problem on your code and send you the solution. Okay, so when you face any problem for any code, just simply get link button and copy the link and send me. Then I also show the problem and fix the problem and send you the solution about this problem. Okay, as well as you can see here the different types of suppose okay, I'll talk about it. I already saved the code, so that's why it look like that, because this code is already saved under my skip tab. And when I run the code, then I can easily get the result about this code. I can easily get the result about this code. And also you can see the reset button. So mainly when I click on the reset, then it will be remove all of those things from my console tab, from my map. It will be removed from here. Okay, so it will be working. Okay, so when I click the reset, you can see it will be removed. All of this will be removed. And also you can see the apps tab. So apps is mainly managing your web application. Okay, so Google Earth Engine we are also used for creating the different types of web application, and you can easily publish any web application from here. So I simply show you some web application which I already created. Just go to the gallery. So this is my gallery link. So anyone can easily use this. Go to this link and easily get all of those web application and use it. So mainly here you can see the one kind of web application is the agriculture drought. So mainly this web application you can easily identify the agriculture drought for this different types of district or province. Okay. Also you can see the Bangladesh drought monitoring SBI. Okay. I simply randomly some and try to show you that how it will be work. Suppose you can see leaf area index. I simply open that. Land use land cover. So basically it's visualization about that whole country boundary of land use land cover classification in Bangladesh. Water class transition of Dhaka city. Okay, just I open that. Suppose water quality. Suppose you can see this web application. So mainly this web application we can easily select for any specific district from here. Suppose I simply select this district and choose your time period. Suppose I choose this time period. And you choose your specific index. Suppose I want to choose the VCI or SPI and choose your time, suppose, and then click to the run. So now it provide me about this for this district, what is the condition of the drought, where I find out the extreme, where I can get the severe, where I can find out the moderate drought. It will be provide me about the hazard index of the drought, extreme, severe, moderate, normal, or wet for this district. Okay, so it's one kind of web application, as well as also you can see it working in this time. Also you can see the leaf area index. So basically this leaf area index we can easily draw for any types of region of interest. Suppose I click on the polygon. Suppose this is my area of interest. I simply select my polygon. And now for this condition, what is the condition about the leaf area index for the 20 years? We can generate the time series chart, as well as it also make the raster image about that, and also generate the time series chart. Also you can see the basically the only for the visualization for the land use land cover classification map for the whole country boundary of Bangladesh, as well as also another application, the water quality web application. So in this web application we simply set our specific time period, date slider. Also we can draw it. So I simply show you that. Suppose I click on here and set the specific time period, such as year of 2020 January, suppose 1st January, and year of 2020 suppose December 31. Okay, suppose this year I want to find out the what is the condition of the water body for this region. Simply select that and then select your value. Suppose you want to calculate the turbidity, select the turbidity and click to the submit. So now it's generating about the turbidity, what is the condition about the turbidity for this region, and what is the time series chart for this turbidity, when it will be high, when it will be low. We can easily get from this time series chart in here. Okay. So as well as suppose I check the another item for the chlorophyll, click the chlorophyll and submit. Okay, so now we can get about the chlorophyll and also get the time series chart for the chlorophyll index for this water body. Suppose I check about the total suspended solid or TSS and submit. Okay, so now I can also get the animation about that for changing animation for the different time. This is a legend. Okay, and also showing the time series chart about that. Just click on here, I can get the chart look like that. And from here I can easily download the data from download the Excel file or CSV file. Click the download, it will download the data as Excel file. Okay, and also download the image about the time chart, download the PNG, then it will be downloaded. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, so basically it's our advanced online training program only for the Art Engine app or Art Engine web application. Okay, so it's another online training program, but Google Earth Engine platform is also able to create the different types of web application. Okay, different types of application for the remote sensing analysis we can easily create. Okay, it also have where you can see. Okay. As well as we can also find out the another thing is in here you can see it's called the map interactive view. Okay, so basically in this map interactive view we can get the two types of map. We can also get the Google satellite map also in here. Okay, so that's why it's showing the very high resolution we can get from the all of this feature we can easily identify from this satellite view. Okay, as well as also you can see the hand tool mainly moving the map from in here, and it's the marker tool, line, polygon and rectangle, zoom out and zoom in. Okay, and when I click on here I can get the full screen of the map look like that. Okay, and the top of the code editor we can get the search bar. Okay, in this time we can easily search for any place or any location, simply search, then it will be appeared on this map. As well as we can easily search the any types of data set, simply search here, suppose Sentinel-2. So now it provides the Sentinel-2 image collection. You can see Sentinel-2 multi-spectral. So basically this is search bar. We can easily search our data set as well as we can also search our place for a specific place. We can simply search in here. Okay, as well as okay, so basically this is the user interface of the Art Engine code editor. So in this time, anyone any question about that, you can ask me. Anyone any question? Any question? Okay, so if you have any question, just simply talk about that, or you can also write this message. There is no problem. Okay, so when you face any problem, just let me know. There is no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, okay. So now I simply go to my next slide. So sharing script, I already discussed about the sharing script, how you can easily share the script. So mainly click on the get link button, then simply copy this link and send. Then this person also access your code and easily write the code or edit the code. Okay. So this is sharing script. In this time, I talk about the principles of JavaScript syntax. So as a beginners who don't have any knowledge about the programming, don't worry about that. So in this session, I will teach you all of those things for the programming language from ABC. Okay, so let's go about that. So not only for the JavaScript, any kinds of programming language, it can be Python, it can be R, it can be C++, any types of programming language, it depends on some basic factor. Okay, suppose all types of programming language work in a function for print. Okay, suppose JavaScript work for the print, Python have also need to print for the getting the output result. So print is the common things for any kinds of programming language, all types of programming language have the print. Okay, so it is a common factor for the print. After that, all types of programming language work for the data. It can be JavaScript, Python, or C++. All types of programming language work for data. And mainly we can divide the data, one kind of the string, then number, and boolean. Okay, so mainly we can divide the data into the three set: strings, number, and boolean. So programming language mainly work for the string, number, and boolean. So what is the string? It is a group of character. It is a group of character. And what is the character? A is one character, B is one character. Okay. And boolean is the true and false. Mainly work for the true and false. and false. Okay, and then comments is a common things for any programming language. So comment is the give the information about the code. Okay, suppose you want to write any code, so anyone who don't have any knowledge about the code, he write the comment and get the understand about the idea why you write the code in here and what the reason for writing the code. So it is a comment. Okay, comment give the information about your code. Then list, any kind of programming language has a need the list. Basically list is the storage the different types of item. Okay, suppose I make the list for country name: Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan. So it is a list of country name. Then dictionary. Okay, any kind of programming language work with the dictionary. So dictionary mainly it has the keyword and key value. Okay, then function. Okay, so all of those programming languages mainly work for the function. So let's go to the practical example, then it's also better for the practical example, then you can easily get the idea, all of those things. So I simply open a new code editor. Okay, so let's go about that.